Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're hanging out on the Citadel server here in Minecraft. We're looking down at West Hill, which is my medieval town build that's coming up on 3 years in November. And we've been spending the last few streams working over here in the east on the graveyard that's just outside of town. And we're going to be doing some adjustments, I think, to the gravestones today. We might dig out a little bit more underneath the crypt and maybe even attempt to tackle the some landscaping around here and there. Squeal it, Cosmic. Hey bud, good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. So I think the thing that's been throwing me off the most over the last few streams has just been a lot of these placeholder gravestones. So I'm going to take a quick spin in through the church graveyard. There's only 1 or 2 gravestones in there, but I just want to take a look at how I did it before. I know there's a lot of green concrete powder and a lot of moss and moss carpet. Yeah, I like this a lot. And then also we used a lot of flowers. And I actually used more cobblestone walls than I thought. And I do like the green one. Cool. Yeah, I think we can come up with some ideas. Something I realized now, just as we were looking down at this from the map, I think I need to adjust these roads a little bit too, because of the shape of the graveyard. This turn on the road now doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? It doesn't make any sense that this comes in at such a steep angle. I feel like this would probably be more of a smooth curve through here now, so I'm gonna have to adjust that. Same thing with down here. I feel like I'm going to keep the tree, but I feel like we need to kind of like smooth out this corner a little bit. This feels very odd. Feels like a right angle, which made sense without the tree in the graveyard there. But now that we've got the tree in the graveyard there, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Flowers is Flowers Day. Yeah, I think we're going to add some flowers in here. We're going to start with, I think, the gravestones and try to figure some of those out. I have some ideas for more than just these kind of gravestones though. We're just going to make more walls, I guess. I want to see if a diorite one will work. And we'll probably grab those. I don't think those necessarily work. We might use those. And I need concrete powder. I might just have to make more of that. I think I've got gravel out here. Yep. One thing I really like about endgame Minecraft is just being able to craft whatever it is that you want. Oh, I should have put those back at a drop of a hat. You know, like it's just so nice to have a lot of these resources just on hand and with me most of the time. Those are all over there. And I guess flowers. I really only have the one lily of the valley. Where do we get those? Does anybody remember where lily of the valleys grows? It swamps? Squealet, yeah, I think that it would be nice if we could change block states in the game as well. I know what you mean. I don't see any lilies over here. It's mostly daisies. Lilies should be in the forest, but you're not sure. Oh, there's tulips. Didn't realize there was white tulips. I don't remember if I had these in the box, but we'll get them anyway. Don't need a ton. I just like the lily of the valley just has that very, I guess, oh, there's some there. It just feels like the kind of flower you'd see on a gravestone. Actually, we don't see allium very often. Should get those too. Those might work. I want to stick with muted colors, I think. How many is that? Whoops. 9? That should be good. I don't think I'm not going to make them all the same. Either way, I know where to come if I need more. I'm also going to need some grass. Oh, I had some allium. Did I bring the grass box? Yes, there we go. I'm going to need some more azalea soon. Actually, let's go get some now. I think I've got a whole box dedicated to azalea bushes down here somewhere. Yep. What biome is the graveyard? Plains? You know what? I don't know. I think it is. There's a lot of sunflower playing along here. It is plains. Yep. I don't think it changes. No, I would say plains. Right, so right away I feel like we can probably throw down something special like there, right? This feels a little distracting. I think I'd like to change this. Oh, I guess I should get some coarse dirt too. Actually, we might be able to get some rooted dirt in there as well. And all of a sudden the inventory is full. Surprise. Oh, I do have some diorite. Nice. Okay. Don't think we're going to need these. Oh, right. I can't do that there. Okay. Guess I need some grass blocks. Or moss. No, they seem to look better up against the headstones, I think. And I definitely want some sort of bush happening here. I guess I should put these down. This might be softer if we add some bushes. What I'm working on in Minecraft at the moment is a taiga biome. Moss didn't work with mangrove leaves, so now I'm dealing with minty colored grass. Yeah. Oh, I had that challenge. How did we handle that here? The taiga biome in the west of the city was a problem for us too, because we had that minty grass thing. I'm trying to remember how we handled it. A lot of berry bushes. Definitely the mangrove, even though I know you've used a lot of mangrove. So mangrove changes color, and it's a very dense looking block, so it goes really well with the spruce. And we did have the minty green leaves, but the berry bushes tend to do a lot. Also throwing in like extra roots and things. We did more over here, I thought. Yeah, you can do things like this with like the muddy roots and fence gates to make it look like a thicket. We've done that. And then we did more work in here too. Yeah, it's mostly mangrove and ferns and stuff. Mossy cobble. Mushrooms help. It's crazy how much stuff I've got filed away in my memory is like, oh yeah, I remember when I did that. Even though it was probably like months ago. Hey, Meadow, how's it going? Still feels very straight. Maybe we can actually go with a tall grass. Or a bush, maybe. Fern. Yeah, that's better. I feel like I'm going to go back and forth between doing tombstones and doing like foliage and stuff as we work our way around. I don't think I'll need roots, but I don't have room for roots anyway. Wouldn't mind a larger bush back here. I think this is where, you know, you start to get the density of what you're trying to do starts to come together. No, I really feel like in some cases just a single bush is all you really need. So here's where I think the creeper blew up and it got rid of whatever I did before. So I'm going to want to change a couple of these headstones. Let's just put the diorite away for now. I've got some thoughts for that for later. Yeah, it blends in, unfortunately, to the background a bit. So we need to do maybe some work with some grass or something. The only problem, of course, with putting concrete powder right in front of the grave is that we can't put a flower there if we wanted to. So maybe we switch these. And maybe we'll do tulips there. Or daisy. The daisies are really white. They're kind of blue-white. Not the daisy, sorry. The tulips. I think that looks pretty good. Like, I think we've added, you know, just enough detail. Change things around a bit. I like this combo. I might actually switch this to rooted dirt. Yeah. Oh crap, what was there? Lily? Yeah. Yeah, softens that up a little bit. I guess some of these could have a little grass grow next to them, maybe. Or maybe not right up against the stone. Whoops. We all know how I like to use moss to give things an edge. Leaguer Gaming, subscribing at tier 1, 35 months. Thanks so much, Leaguer. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. All right, that's still a wrong get gravestone. I mean, I guess some of them could be cobble. I've already got a mossy cobble there. Go fancy with this one. Yeah. That works. Alternatively, we could also just do slab. Prefer the stair. There's just, this is one of those things where it's just gonna be a lot of trial and error. Don't know what's happening here. I feel like this needs to be polished deep slate, and then this needs to not be deep slate. Oh, too many things in my inventory. Good Sunday so far, says Leaguer. From the future. Probably gonna not need those very often. deep slate. Oh, right. If I replace that block, it's gonna ruin the water, isn't it? All right. I'll wait for perhaps another time. That's really dark. I think that works. How do I do this? Do I block it first with bricks, I guess? Yes. Calling me full pockets, Duggan, right? It's a problem. It's a real problem. Yeah, I think the darker fountain works, or monument, whatever you want to call it. I think that's okay. I do like the look of the slabs with the moss in front of them. Maybe we'll put the other slab over here. Oh, that feels kind of close, doesn't it? Sort of making it look like the grass is a little trampled, maybe. Some places. I want a little bit more dirt, I think, happening here. I wonder if I have any of the regular vines. Yep, lots. First I need to get rid of something though. Just thought to try and make it look like the back of this. It's got more going on. Yeah. So in some ways it looks like the grass has grown over in grave, and then the other ways I'm just trying to add texture around. It sort of looks like something in a row. Don't know if I like... I don't think I like how dark the mangrove bushes are. I'd rather have this be a combination of jungle and azalea. I wonder if that would look good as tall grass. Whoops. So here's a place where I kind of want to see what it would look like if we used a flower pot. Yeah, I don't know if a stack size would really change much for inventory. There's not much that I carry around a lot that has a small stack size. Most of the things that I deal with that cause me inventory issues are usually things that are 64, you know. Flower pot. I don't know if I have those here. Never thought about a copper headstone. I think it would make sense in the time, but I don't know if it would look good in this graveyard. They are probably back at the keep, unless they're in here. Nope. There you go. I don't think those would make sense. Too big, probably. Yeah. Whoops. Bring some bricks just in case I need to make more. Or I could just make more. Would the clay pots work in the crypt? Maybe. I was thinking about putting a pot here. And then doing something fancy. It's only the one. We've got this data pack that sometimes gives you multiple, and it works in flower pots too. Well, that's a dud. I guess we can go with something that's a little bit more full. Also tiny. We could try maybe like a proper plant or something. Yeah, I wish the Flowers Data Pack gave you more control. Oh, those are different. I'll leave that for Cosmic, and then I'll use this one. Seeing it's already been placed in the world, this could be kind of... This might be a cool way to have something fancy. Yeah, I'm okay with that. The clay pots, they don't hold anything, and the clay pots I think are too big for inside the crypt. Inside the crypt, Archeoplays had shown me something where, like, along here, what we could do... See, that's the outside wall. So their thought was to have a wall across here. Like that, but then have that, and then we could do different like toppers to the graves. But I don't know that that really says crypt in the same way that that does, because of the weird, you get to see the back side there. So I mean, this whole thing could be just one crypt, you know, like maybe that's just one person, right? And that's our fancy, you know, maybe it's actually like one of those, and then something like that could be neat, and then we would lower the ceiling somehow. Right? But I don't know if these three things here in the front really work in that way, so we might want to have like some sort of stair thing. I can't do it without breaking a bunch of stuff, but no, that doesn't work either. Right, so I'm not sure whether that says crypt or this says crypt. You know, like I'm thinking like the caskets or the bodies would be buried lengthwise this way. Right, so behind this you'd have to imagine there would be like a full 6-foot kind of box. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we do in here. So there's no room for the pots, I don't think. I do want to carve this out, and I think I'm actually going to make this too wide here. And that way it won't seem so steep. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing in there just yet. See, this is where we need a larger bush, I think. It's like that one. Situation where colored flower pots would come in handy? Yeah, totally. I think it would be great if we could have like stone pots. That would be awesome. Colored flower pots. I mean, colored flower pots in general, like in the same way that you can dye terracotta, maybe dye a flower pot, or to make it, you know, more efficient, maybe be able to craft. Oh no, I guess, yeah. So you can't. You wouldn't want terracotta because you don't make flower pots out of terracotta blocks. You make it out of bricks. So being able to dye the pot afterwards, I guess, is probably the best solution. You're right. Oh, is that gonna work? Yeah, I guess that's fine. I always seem to just need one thing that I can't fit in my inventory. But yeah, if you could dye flower pots, the trick would be I would want them to be like concrete type colors, not terracotta colors. So you can see how adding that bush behind that gravestone really helps this fancy gravestone stand out against the wall behind it. That's the whole purpose behind everything there. That doesn't really work, does it? You know, in some cases, I think the green concrete powder might look really good underneath the bush. No, it's weird how like it looks like it should go, but then it doesn't. Right, so we need to change some of these very basic gravestones. I kind of want to make this one a little bit taller. Or one of these, maybe this one? Or maybe it should be this one. Yeah. So that works better because of the lower wall behind it. That's why I'm choosing to do that one. However, let's make it something more special. Yeah. I do like these walls. I think that even though I've used them a lot, they're very effective. Actually, I'm going to want a flower there. Probably tulips. Maybe just a single one. Look at that. Oh, crap. Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate the kind words. I think a lot of it just comes down to like almost 3 years in this area, right? Like I've just got a vibe for it. You know, you know what blocks you're going to put in your inventory. You know, you just kind of, there's a lot of trial and error. Like like if you think about how many times I put something down and then change it immediately thereafter. So that is distracting. So we'll leave that the way that it is. Pick block also becomes essential when you've got this much stuff in your inventory. So these are a little bit too distracting when they're big. And I want to do more in front of that one. Maybe this could be, maybe this is where we do the flower pot. Make it look like it's been there the longest. It is a fancy grave, you know, someone with wealth. Or at least a relative with wealth. Now, it's only the single pot. That's unfortunate. The one time I really want a big flower in front of something and it's not going to work out. Yeah, that's way too much. Way too much. Yeah, I don't really like that. Whoops. Slowly but surely starts to come together, right? It's weird how like 1 minute it looks fine and the next minute it looks overgrown. I guess it's what happens when you're dealing with like meter by meter sections of grass. So I'd like to try to make some of these feel like they've been here a little bit longer. So maybe we'll do a bit of this. I guess at some point I have to figure out this tree too. All right, what are these gravestones going to be? They're not all going to be cobblestone. That one might be better off as, well, no, that's going to look the same. How do we differentiate this? Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll make this one a mossy cobblestone. Yeah. And then this one maybe. One of these could be lower as well. Maybe this one. Yeah. Maybe just regular andesite. That definitely needs to be taller. We'll do a stair here. And maybe we'll just do... I didn't really use any bricks. I did there. That's a lot of andesite. Maybe, what if it was this way? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Oh no, maybe that one just has to stay cobblestone. I think maybe we'll put a flower in front of it. I guess it just has to be one of the smaller ones. Whoops. I guess this bush doesn't have to be here either. No, no, it's a good spot for it. So I think I'm gonna have some tree roots here. All right. So once an hour, folks, I take a break. Anybody that's been around for a while knows the drill. But for now, if you're new, it's a good opportunity to grab a snack, maybe grab a friend. We're always trying to grow the channel a bit. And I'll be back in, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes. Gives me a chance to refresh my coffee, get a stretch in, all that kind of good stuff. Now I'm just going to hop inside. Be right back. Elcorn95, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. What were we up to? I'm assuming Elcorn was on Infinity Cove, my patron server. If you're still around, Elcorn, let me know what we're up to, or if Elcorn has raided and checked out. Hey Joel, stream was good. Working on a graveyard build myself. Nice. The City of the Dead. Got the perimeter set up and the first crypt built. Very cool. It's a good month to do graveyards. Good month to do it. This is feeling pretty good. It's feeling a little bit bland through here. Folks, if you're not already following Elcorn95, you should be. Go ahead and click that follow button that came in with the raid. Yeah, I don't want to overdo the texture here. Whoops. I feel like that's pretty good. And of course, Elcorn is playing on Infinity Cove, which is my patron server. And if you think it's something that you might want to join, you can go to patreon.com/JoelDuggan, check out the details. It supports me doing regular streams, and you get access to a closed server that has a bunch of, I would say, like-minded folks. Pretty chill, playing Minecraft. Some people stream, as Elcorn95 obviously illustrated, and a lot of people don't. They just play for fun. So there's that too. MindTripMedia coming in with 100 bits. Thanks ever so much. So I feel like I want another flower back here, but I don't know where to put it. Was this was a big one, wasn't it? Yeah. Too much. Okay, let's... Maybe I can put like a small azalea bush or something there. There's a link to all the covers. Thanks for that, Elcorn. Moss block. So I want to be careful I don't upstage the pink one. You know, I just realized that we could be using like stone blocks on some of these. Stone mini blocks. I don't know whether that would make them too tall. I certainly want to put one on there. I think I might move all of this underneath the graveyard so it's a lot closer. Chiseled. I wanted to grab polished deep slate. I think that's probably the best one. Some of this stuff is starting to feel kind of bland. I really feel like the church doesn't look as good as it used to me. But I'm resisting going back and changing anything. Yeah, that works. Still feels very, very flat through here. Although I guess I did. It's pretty flat through there too. Yeah, maybe that's okay. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now for this path, I feel like I should probably do the tree first before I start pushing over. Oops. Actually, I wonder if a fern would look good back here. Just to change it up. Nope. No, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Okay, so let's put that back for now. Get rid of that. And have other flowers. So let's grab, I guess we need oak leaves, jungle and azalea. I don't think I want to do a mangrove tree. That would be too dark. Maybe we'll try it. And I'm going to need some oak blocks, some spruce blocks. I think a lot of the time my custom trees have been dark oak. I don't know if I've got a custom oak tree. I've either been doing spruce trees or dark oak trees. Yeah, these are all spruce custom stuff. I don't think I have any custom oak anywhere. Maybe south, but I'm pretty sure that's the taiga forest. Yeah. Oh, these are custom oak trees. Yeah, okay. So the spruce planks work pretty well. And those are definitely oak leaves. Okay. How tall do I want it? Probably about there. Yeah, I definitely want it to be taller than the crypt. Elcorin, no problem. I appreciate the lurk. Thanks so much for the raid. Thanks for bringing over the viewers. I don't think coral fans would work, hey bud. They're not the right kind of texture. They just look like nests. Realizing something that I was meaning to do but had not done is in some of these places I wanted to beef up this stuff. I feel like I could do that in a couple of places. Oh, that's very shiny. Maybe we'll go with mossy brick instead. Yeah, that helps. That helps a bit. More so with that one than it does this one. Cool. All right, so for here, I like to use things like the roots to give an edge to something, and maybe we even go a little bit farther down. Give the path a bit of an edge. Actually, maybe we can just do that instead. No, I think I liked it better before. Need some scaffolding here. All right, let's go jungle and oak leaves. I feel like jungle look, yeah, they look lighter. I think that's maybe about as tall as I want to go. See you later, Leaguer. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, maybe one block taller, but not by much. We're gonna switch over here and clear out a little bit. These might be too dark. We'll see. Where's the center of this mask going to be? Definitely over that. Okay. I still do not have a knack for custom trees. It's not bad though. I don't like the point. I think we have to make it a little bit broader. Yeah, that's better. So then here's where we can start to put in little things like this. Either this could be a slab or a stair. I think the stair looks pretty good actually. And then places like this. Something I always forget about trees when you're building them is that they have holes in them. You know, like there's definitely spots where you can see between the branches on trees. And you notice it when you're looking at one, but when you're just kind of imagining a tree, we very often think about trees being entirely full, you know? The only custom tree you're usually happy with is a birch tree. I can sort of see that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Man, I think I'm out of oak leaves. I'm sure I must have some somewhere. Acacia, birch, jungle. I don't know whether I have a dedicated box for oak? Or whether I just had them in a chest somewhere. I think maybe in the barn is probably where they are, if I was to guess. This is the other problem about working at this scale, is that like you really start to need a lot of different blocks. There's nothing here. Oh, sleep before we go anywhere. See you later, Blast. Have a good one. I think that chest had 4 stacks in it. Actually, while I've got a little bit of room in my inventory, what blocks do I have here? Bring a couple of those, a couple of those, a couple of those, and a couple of those. Just in case we want to change up the headstone a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's actually take a minute and walk the bridge here. So I didn't really plan it, but you look right at the graveyard now, coming across this bridge, which is really cool. But you can see how this weird patch of grass kind of stands out, and why I'd like to change that. That's pretty good. Don't know if I like that space right there. We might have to cover that up. And from this side, obviously, not doing what we expect it to be doing. So I like the shape of that there. What I want to do is create like a second canopy up here more. Yep. And then get rid of some of these blocks in between. So what I was saying earlier about having a hole in the tree to make it feel a bit more realistic. Yep. I'll take that piece off the back too. This one right there. I wouldn't call myself a pro at trees. I think this is one of the things in Minecraft that I definitely struggle with. Hunter555 subscribing at tier 1, 34 months. Coming up on 3 years, Hunter. That's incredible. Was lurking in Elkhorn's stream, and now I'm here. and also, how is it almost 3 years? Right? Time flies, eh? I find with trees, it's almost like you have to pick your battles. Like sometimes it looks good with a piece and sometimes it looks good without. And then you just, sometimes neither look good, but you have to choose the one that looks the best of the two evils, you know? So I want to put a stair somewhere. Maybe, probably won't work there. Oh, maybe it will. Yeah, that's okay. Do kind of want this to be vertical. Actually, you know what? That one looks better the other way. And need another fence gate. Thanks for the shout out to 200 another streamer on Infinity Cove, another cover. There was links that went out a little bit earlier. Thank you for the shout out for Cosmic Hunter. I believe Cosmic is organizing an event coming up on Infinity Cove as well. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Mini packs. Rounding out the Cover attendance. Hello. Good to see you as always. Was it? Oh yeah, it was up here. Yeah, this definitely needs something here. It's not bad. Too much. And I need more moss. Yeah. Hey bud, yeah, fence gates can be used quite uniquely in that way. It wasn't my idea. I think I stole it from Mythical Sausage, if memory serves. So this is where I think the ferns could be a little bit more prominent. I also want to pop over and take a look at the way that I handled some of this bush and overgrown foliage in this area. Yeah, lots of ferns. This is a much bigger tree, obviously. Rocks, right. So instead of rocks, we've got this little stone thing. Lantern post. Something else you can do with the carpets is like if you build things up, it looks like this goes down, even though what we've done is the opposite. We've just built up the land around it. Maybe actually we'll switch that here. That's better. Moss carpets are a great landscaping block. I totally agree. Imagine how cool it would be if we had dirt layers like moss carpet. That would be really cool too. No more friends. That works. This feels quite sparse. I think that's a jungle. Yeah. So maybe we'll switch that to azalea. Have it? Yes. Oh, low on grass. Minecraft the flooring update. Anybody know any guesses or have any thoughts on what they might call the update that's coming? I hope it's something as Pixarifs was hoping for, that's a little bit easier to wrap your head around and your tongue around. So it's not so hard to remember the proper name for it and stuff. Grass. I want more grass. So somewhere in here I want to sneak in a double tall bush. I think right here actually. Yep. Yeah, I think that works. Actually, maybe we can switch this out. Maybe that's better. Yep, I like that better. Yeah, that bush just needed to be more dense, I guess. Oh, now I've overdone it. Yeah, I think that's good. Do I like losing? Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of this too. All right, now just a little bit of texture through here. I wonder if those would be better off stone underneath them. I do really like rooted dirt next to moss. Looks pretty good. Charlie Mudkip subscribing at tier 1, 4 months in a row. Whoop whoop. Thanks very much. Appreciate the support as always. Folks, if you're new and you're wondering about the subs, you can of course use your Twitch sub to join the Joel Duggan Discord, or you can join on Patreon. And Patreon is a bit cheaper than Twitch for folks that are on a bit of a budget, and it renews automatically. You don't have to worry about doing it over and over again. But you can also use your Twitch Prime sub too. And all of those roads lead to the Joel Duggan Discord, where I do live podcasts now. It's a little bit too much maybe. And also there's a bunch of different channels and fun conversations. There's a public channel of Infinity Cove, so you can see what's going on in Infinity Cove, which is always cool. Trying not to overdo this. I feel like we're pretty good. I do want more happening on the path, but I think I'm going to have to shift gears for that. Maybe we'll do this as a too tall bush. So I think one of the things I'd like to do is, after we finish like this half of the graveyard, is switch gears and maybe do some digging underneath the crypt and like some cool stuff like that. Just for something different. Charlie Mudkip, I'm struggling to remember. I feel like we may have talked about this before, but like, is there anything in media that your name is based off of? Like a cartoon character or something? I wanted one of those, and trying to remember where you put everything is always a challenge. Maybe we don't want that to be too tall. I think maybe just the vines was all that was needed. Mudkip is a water Pokemon. That's what I'm remembering it from. Okay. I don't know whether you told me that before or whether I'm just like vaguely familiar with Pokemon through pop culture. I'm just like, that sounds familiar. Is Mudkip a fish? Is that what it is? Looks like a fish with a big round mouth. Is that what the Mudkip is in Pokemon? Looks like an axolotl. Oh, okay. All right, let's take a little stab at this path and see what I can come up with. Got some coarse dirt. Don't need those. Brown concrete powder. Pack. Those are probably the blocks I'm going to be using. I don't think we'll need much more. To put those back. I'll keep those actually. Oh, gravel. And maybe the odd bit of stone. we also have this packed mud that may or may not look good. Be a very specific use case, I think, for that. Yeah, we'll be sparse with that, I think. Now, some of this might change because of the way that we decide to do this. The way that the road blends in here, we may or may not have more stone going up here, which would give me a lot more options in terms of the form of it. But for now, I'll just treat it all like it's going to be dirt. That's kind of too many in a row. Maybe this could be back mud. I almost want something a little bit darker too. I do have gravel as well I could mess around with. Might be too gray though. Whoops. That's actually not too bad. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate the heads up on the break. You know, I think that's just enough. I like this much better. I feel like I want to put in like some mossy cobble or something here. Like I feel like there needs to be more stone. I need to bring the stone part of this out here a bit more. Let's see if we can finish that thought. This is where it would be really nice to have like dirt bricks with bits of brown in them instead of the green. Yeah, that feels a bit better. Can replace this stuff. Yeah, that makes more sense. Maybe not all of it. Maybe this has got to be regular. I would say maybe andesite would go there. Better there. I find andesite always has like a little bit of a wet look to it. That's always helpful. Oh, I can't get in that way. Maybe I need a brick there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I put the grass down. I'll just bone meal it. Why not? So we haven't done anything over there, but I feel like we've done all right along here. Yeah, so from the inside, I would say from the here over, we're done, with the exception of how I'm going to blend this, but that's going to be one of the last things I do, I think. I like all of this. I may end up changing this block for something else, but for now, I think we're good. There'll be, I think, a focus on finishing this area along with this area. We'll kind of double check to make sure everything's working, but I like it so far. So I'm going to take another break. For folks that are new to the channel, I do take a break once an hour. I like to encourage other people to do the same. If you're a streamer, give it a go. I find that it's essential for me to be able to stream for, you know, a long afternoon. In order to do that, I usually need consistent breaks and all that kind of stuff. When we come back, we will be working on, I think we're going to go underneath the crypt. We're going to go down below and see what I can come up with and kind of finalize that. I might take a crack at the tombs, although I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But right now I think I'm preferring the original idea I had, which is just to kind of have things be, just to have a couple of tombs in there. We'll see what I can come up with. Oops. That and that goes there. One spare dandelion. Just didn't make the cut. Cool. Give me about 5 or 6 minutes, folks, and I will be right back. All right. There's a zombie dying somewhere. Lots of mobs out here. Anybody else? Hopefully no creepers. Thank you, Cosmic. Unfortunately, this place is just far enough away that stuff spawns. Okay, so I know I'm going to need some deep slate. I'll take a look and see what's going on. So I haven't decided how I'm going to handle these crypts, but I do know that I want this to come down and then go into like a 2-wide staircase, because I think it would be kind of neat as a challenge to have a 2-wide, like an even centered build down here. And I'm trying to remember where. I think that's the top. So we can have a fairly high ceiling, which is cool. Yeah, that's the floor. So that's our ceiling level. And that's good because if I'm going to put some chests down here, then like that's a comfortable reach without having to go too far. Let's go see. I'll get some deep slate bricks. Maybe we can make it be really dark and creepy. That could be kind of fun. Deep slate, cobble deep slate. Deep slate bricks, let's make more of those. Probably need a few of those, and maybe some basalt. Just to start. Don't know what the floor is going to be. Probably these for now. And then we need stairs. Potentially deep slate stairs. Should be it for now. So really all I want to do is just kind of like mark out where this crypt could be. I'm going to need some lights though. Torches would be good. Both for you and for me. Right, so if this comes down to here and is a platform that we can put stairs on top of, then all of this is going to end up being wall. And this is where I think it's going to be fun to have this all be deep slate, as if it's a continuation of that wall there. We're just going to fake it. And that's an outside block, I think. Yep. Gotta go check to see what that was. Yes, that's that block right there. I don't really care so much about that. I feel like we could probably do better. I'm okay with having that be straight across like that. We can come up with some other designs maybe on the back of this. And that means all of this is going to be nice and straight. So then we can actually go with a different brick here. And again, not sure what I'm doing back there. This is all going to be regular stone. Although I guess we have to switch at some point, maybe here. Right, so here's where I have to do the ceiling. Oh, crap. So maybe we'll do an upside down. That was andesite. Yeah, upside down andesite stair. Yeah, I'd use the pots more, or the decorated pots more in the crypt, but if I could put stuff in them, I would, because I want this to be. This is just gonna be a functional, a fun little side build, just so I can have some extra storage. Actually, that could be fun if I turned it sideways. Whoops. Maybe not. That's a little bit tricky. So I guess we just have to figure out how far we want to go down here. I guess I could go farther down, but I feel like that's good enough. Because that gives me a ceiling block to play with for texture. And then down here, this would just kind of open up. So what I'm thinking is like a central column, or a corridor rather, that's too wide. I may have to make it wider than this. Right, so you go down something like that, but then on either side of you, there's space for chests. And then we just repeat this. And it's not meant to be super practical, it's just meant to be like a quick, sort of decorated, looks like a crypt, but functions like a Minecraft storage room. Right. I think that's pretty good. What I would do here, though, is we'd go sideways by a couple blocks. So I'd need 3. 1, 2, 3, and then go down there. So then we'd have the same thing here. Right? And then for practicality, maybe we just do like every 2. We'll do a cross quarter. I don't know if that's big enough. Maybe we have to chop these off. Yeah, that's probably okay. I know, I feel like it could be... I feel like 3 blocks might be better. Yeah, okay, let's make this 3 wide. No, I think I still like that chamfered corner. Yeah, so this is 3 wide here. Is this intended to replace the keep storage? It might be. I don't know. The idea is that I want to be able to put shulker boxes and other things down here, but the shulker boxes might look a little bit funny. So for now, I'm just focusing on chests. I guess I could put shulkers in the chests if I wanted to. But yeah, this is an idea. I wanted to at least replace the bulk storage in the keep. I don't know if it's going to replace my practical storage in the keep, like my organized storage. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to put chests in here, right? So I'm thinking like, imagine this, like that's a chest. Is that too close? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want that to be wider. Maybe I was trying to have it, you know, beyond 2s, but maybe 3 is better. At which point we don't need a double wide staircase. We can just make it 1. Yeah, that feels better, doesn't it? Dang it. I tried to do an even build. I do like the wider. I mean, I guess we could make this a 3 wide landing, but that seems kind of excessive. I wouldn't mind being a little bit lower. So maybe what we do is we continue down another stair. What's nice is that we can be down here at night and not have to worry about anything. I think I closed the door. Oh, no, I didn't. And that also means that we don't have to worry about this as much, which is nice. Yeah, I think that works. And then maybe we can just chop this off. And then this becomes our 3. Or maybe we use this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So then this is out to here. And then this is 1, 2, 3 there. This is 1, 2, 3 here. And this way we can expand this however we want. And the only places we can't go is south. And we have a limit this way too, because we'll end up running into different things over here, but we've got a fair amount of room. So the question is, do I want to do that? Or do I want the chests to be like this way? And just see the end of them? Because I feel like that's probably how the crypt would be. I don't think I want to do single rows like that. I think it would be better to have 2 chests next to another. It will look cooler with actual chests, of course, because they'll be a little bit in from the end. That does kind of look cool. I think I'd rather that. And maybe I can just do singles and then doubles and then singles again. And then after that, we can create like a cross corridor. I also have to think, like, I don't think there's going to be chests all the way up. I think I'm going to do like 2 and then maybe a shelf or something. And then another 2 more, just to kind of have it look cool. And that's the outside, I think. Yep. So that gives us, I just want to make sure I don't want to go down any farther. If I wanted to decorate this with some arches and stuff. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. Is it messy? No. Messiah Row? Messiah Row? Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, the mini blocks would be here too, because they're kind of far away right now. Yeah, the best way to check is going to be to add some chests. I think you're right. But if I did 2 there plus the block, that means this is going to be 5. So that does increase the the distance. By a couple of blocks. Right, so then this is a 5 wide wall until we get to the next section. One, two, wall, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is where the next corridor would be. Right, so you can sort of see, feels like kind of a long way rather than just short distance there. I feel like this is going to be more practical. Like this is probably going to be a little bit more what I want to do. So yeah, this might look cool, but it's not going to be bad. We can always do that on the ends, like when I decide, well, this can only go so far, right? So maybe we do this too deep thing on the wall, like the point of where we don't want to go any farther. And then we can do this kind of stuff here. All the way along the middle. And I would say maybe 3 chests would be a good spot before we have to turn the corner. Well, that's a weird visual bug. 2, 3. I wonder if it's because of the rain. So if I just do it in sections, then I can just kind of expand it whenever I see fit. Whenever there's the need. Oh, that's not thick enough. Whoops. That was my bad. This needs to be one bigger. Yeah, that's a much easier distance, I think, to make. Nice little trick sometimes if you know that you've got like a lot of these granite blocks you're just not going to use, but they're nice in a different color, and so that it allows you to kind of like quickly lay things out. Get a feel for like where the chests might go, different spacing. Not running a mod pack, we just have a number of quality of life mods that help on the server for performance issues and things like that. And we could do this with nice, creepy lanterns and things. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be more practical in terms of the distance I want to run if I'm looking for different things or storing things in different ways. It also was going to feel more like a crypt, I think, in that way. Didn't bring any slabs, but yeah, I think that feels pretty good. These could even be put this way. Oh yeah, that looks better. Right, so we'll have chests along each wall, so there'll be that's a dozen chests there, and then we would do the same thing here. We just expand this by one. And we can actually, this is actually going to be quite big. Even just the first section, you're talking about 36 double chests, right? And then this would just go, well, I mean, that could be the wall. If we don't want that to go any farther, that could be the wall. And what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is, yeah, we'd have to, that'd be difficult to do a different pattern. If we wanted to do a different pattern, we'd have to do 2 sets of 3 maybe, or something. I guess that's the only drawback, is that you end up with, like, one pattern conflicts with the other. Yeah, because that's longer. So we would end up doing, yeah, how would we do that? Instead of doing singles and then double, I guess we would just do the same thing, just deeper in that way. So yeah, if this wall was, if this was the edge, then instead of singles, we could have separate blocks there. Don't really have anything. I guess we could use cobble. So if these were double chests going deep into the wall, and this was the edge, and you didn't, there's nothing to go around, that was just kind of like where we decided to stop the things. Do that too. So it still lines up. Yeah, so it's not huge, right? I think I'm gonna go get some chests. Digging this out will give you more stuff to put in chests. Well, there's that too, yeah. Is this a thunderstorm? No. I want chests. I don't think we're gonna mix and match, but I'll take a few anyway. And I think we're gonna go deep slate. Oops. So I was looking on the map as I was doing this, and this graveyard is huge. I was thinking that this crypt is going to be a good size underneath the graveyard, but it's not super big. Like, we barely get outside the crypt on this side, and then on this side, well, I guess we go about a good 3/4 of the way over. So there's that. I don't know if I want to do this all deep slate, but we'll just give it a go. Obviously, it won't be all the same texture. I should have brought some stairs. Oh, I did. That goes there, and then we just kind of fill in the gap in the middle. Oh, crap. Some of this stuff is going to be tricky because we've got gravity blocks above everything. It'll be easy to spot when that happens, mind you. Thought I heard a zombie. I don't know, maybe I'll want to do more like slabs and stuff through there, so we don't have that problem. Oh, that's the wrong pattern. Right, so then through here, we're gonna have chests going this way. And that I would probably make into a different, I guess we could also do smaller chests and just have them look like they were bigger chests, but yeah, we'd have to change the block here. And obviously these would have to be stairs for that to work. Yeah, so it's not a ton of storage. Because I think if we do it as a regular kind of storage room vibe, it's just going to look, instead of like a crypt, it's just going to look like a Minecraft storage room. So I'm hoping to take some of the essential storage that you need and make it a little bit more decorative. Yeah, see, that to me doesn't feel very crypt-like. I feel like we want to have more going on, like in that way. And I'm not so sure I like these stairs. Maybe we keep these pretty clean. Or maybe we just have a really low slab might be the better way to go. And we'll of course change these out for some textured blocks as well. One, two, three. this will give us two sides to this. I guess I could have set up a beacon, but when you're measuring stuff out, I don't find the beacons all that helpful. Yeah, so I feel like that's a decent layout. And the same thing happening over here. This is all going to be deep slate, Cosmic. I may have to raid your deep slate storage if you don't mind. I know that you've got a lot. Now imagine this with all like lanterns and things like that. Good. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So this is probably about as far as I want to go. Or yeah, we've got room on both sides. Let's do a little bit of math. If I was to make this be another 3, so it'd be 3 more and then 3 more. That's 6, that's 11. And we're at 17, 91, 17. So it'll be 90, 9106. And then plus another 3. So 91, 9106, 9103. Ooh. I think 9106 is our limit, right? Then 1, 2, 3. This goes down this way. I'm not going to dig out the whole corridor. I'm just going to measure out like what it could look like. Because we could keep like bulk stuff on the edges because we could double up the storage. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, so this is kind of like too deep past here. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of as far as I want to go. And I think that gives a decent sense of scale. And we'll probably just make it symmetrical after that. Makes sense. How is my inventory full? Well, I guess it's all stone. So then the decisions are like, you know, what do we make? What do we make the floor out of? What do we make? I mean, the walls are going to be deep slate. Well, replenish the stone. Let's bring in some polished. Polished walls. Obviously cracked would be cool. I don't have a lot of those. We should probably make some more. Something I don't have in this area is a really decent like super smelter. You can make crack bricks in those, sure. Ooh, blocks of coal. Oh, is that not how you make crack bricks? Is it in here? That's a lot easier. Nope. Does it have to be a regular furnace? How do I not know this? Huh. I thought you could do it in a blast furnace. There. Was hoping to save myself a little time. Yeah, I don't have a lot of cobble deep slate at all. Thankfully, I've got a data pack that allows me to take regular deep slate and turn it into cobble deep slate. Oh, so blast furnace do only do ores. Okay, cool. I thought they could do more. Dark and creepy, as I want. Could be fun to hang lanterns from those. Yeah, I think this is a decent plan. Realizing what one of those hiccups might be is that we actually haven't updated the game to 1.20.2 yet. I'm gonna start looking at the mods and making sure everything is up to par. They probably are by now. It's been a couple weeks. Actually, to save some space, it's probably just that one that I need to do. Yeah, if all of these were... Maybe this has to be a wall. Not sure about that. And if we needed to, we can expand at least a little bit farther that way. Is that right? That's right. Yeah. And this is the end. No, this is the end. Right. Whoops. So then I think this should give us, what's the total here then? We've got 2. Be a dozen chests in there, a dozen chests in there, and then 6, and then a lot more than 6 on this side. So another 18. Oh yeah, this will be plenty of room. I think this is going to be something that I might use in combination with a trip to the end to get more shulker boxes. Thanks for the heads up, Cosmic. I've had this in my head for a couple of weeks. I kind of wanted to get this, you know, kind of down in stone, I guess is the best way to describe it. So this would go here. And then here, because we're so close to the edge, we'd go too deep. Basically, there's a hill here and it goes down. So I don't want to go past that. This reminds me of digging out underneath the block bank in Southport in the modern city build. Oh, we are out of deep slate. Oh, that's not the right block. Whoops. I wish I was able to do more with that. I guess I could try to do more with that staircase so it's not such a weird start. Stone is full. We'll just make these into bricks, because the bricks are low. And I wanted to try slabs as well. Yeah, so here, I guess I could have this come out a little bit farther. I wanted to, I could have this be a landing. I think that would give us enough headroom. So I could change that if I need to. Probably put these the other way. So that'll give us like a double storage vibe. Obviously I did not place that right. That's fine. I wanted to see what a slab would look like here. I don't know. I guess the thing that's nice there is that we could hang a lantern from the ceiling and keep it like that. Maybe we just do lower stuff here and keep the high one. Oh, that would be the end. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So this would all have to be 2 deep, I guess. And then of course the third is the wall. Jacob, thanks for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Trying to conserve blocks a little bit here. Not that it really matters for me, but and I guess I could just do it that way. There's our bays. And then because this is the end, we would just wrap this around. No, this is a server. This is I guess a single player area on the server just because it's my area, but yep, it is a server. Yeah, I like that. It's not so big that we're going to get completely lost, you know? I think that's pretty good. So a few creative decisions. I don't want to go too crazy with this, but it would be nice to... I don't think we're going to do deep slate in the floor. Deep slate in the floor might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. If I did deep slate in the floor, I'd like to do maybe tiles. Something like that. Although I feel like it's probably going to be better for us to do more bricks. Plus, when it's a lot dimmer in here, it'll be cooler. In terms of the floor. And I don't think I have enough blue lanterns, but we'll take a look and see. It'd be nice if I could have it be a little bit spooky. Oh, that was the right one. I've only got 2. Oh no, I've got lots here. Hold on. Let's make 15. So if I replace a lot of those torches with lanterns wherever possible, this could be really cool. And we'd have to figure out how to hang them inside the corridor. Outside, it's not going to be light enough, I don't think. Oh, we're really close, but then it's not that practical because then you really can't see what you're doing if it's going to be used as a storage system. So we definitely want to have lanterns. Maybe it has to be here. Maybe I do have to stick this kind of thing. It's a lot of lanterns. It's more than I was wanting to put down here. I guess we could... We do have the spaces behind these blocks. We could hide some lanterns. Like if I wanted to, we could put a lantern like in this space. Don't know if that's getting through. No, it wasn't. Somebody's coming. Shulker box. Ooh, thank you. That's a lot of deep slate. I'm assuming your storage space is now much increased. So if we changed, well, if we do this, then we can't. I don't want to see the lantern back there. That looks kind of dumb. So yeah, they're really, I guess we could put lights under the chests. It's kind of hard. I'm not sure what we would do for extra lantern light. I guess we could put candles down here. But yeah, it looks like we'd have to have at least 2 lanterns down the middle. And then lanterns on the ends. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. I can still see. I don't feel like it's a problem. It does remind me of some of the storage areas on the Realm of Vastin when I was playing on that server. And then just like we do out on the other places in the world, we could do this. Or lower. Or higher. It feels like a lot of lanterns. That's the only problem. It just feels like a lot. So if I used regular lanterns, then we would not need nearly this many. That I may have to go that road. I may have to go that road. What we might be able to do is use real, like, full strength lanterns in here and then not have anything out here. Or vice versa. Have full strength out here, but then we won't need anything in there. That might be how it goes. But yeah, I think that's a decent decision. I like having this little secret here. It's more work than I was planning, but I'm not going to make it a crazy detailed build. It's going to be part design, part practical. It'll give me some options when I need to move some things around from the current storage system. For folks that are new, just before I sign off here, and we are going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft, so don't go anywhere. We like to raid, share the love around here on Twitch. But if we go down to my storage room here, you'll see that the two things that are happening, this is going to be a build of some sorts, probably like a mead hall or some sort of distillery. But we've got these bays for shulker boxes right now. But then all of this, and there's chests upon chests upon chests of stuff. And this, I don't want to lose some of these blocks. I mean, they're not all full. Some of them are just empty. But we could move a lot of this, and that would free up this area to be designed and turn into something. Now, unfortunately, there is like this cool water system down there that filters everything, and there's like a bubble column and all that. So like it really helped over the last 3 years, but I think it's one of those things that was always meant to be temporary, you know? So we will forego the automation. I think honestly I used mostly just manual storage here. So look at this. I probably have deep slate here. Whoops. So yeah, it's one of those things that in order to design this and make it into a build area, I need to be able to clear it out. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But a pretty successful day, I think. We were able to get about half, maybe about a third of the graveyard done. So all of that is all finished. We've got graves decorated. We've got texture. We've got plants. We've got flowers for the gravestones. We've got a custom tree. The pathing is all textured. Yeah, pretty solid, I think, result. And now we just have to translate that and do it, 2 or 3 more times along here. It'll take another couple streams at least to finish the top of the graveyard. And then once the inside is done, I'm going to be popping outside and making some changes to bushes and some foliage. And as I mentioned before, the shape of the road, we're going to put a pond in here for the overflow from the... Oh, did we lose? I think we lost some water here. I think that used to be waterlogged, but maybe not. At any rate, it's looking good. I'm quite happy with it. It's taking a little bit of extra time, but cannot complain. And I think a really good example of like why it's helpful to sketch things out with rough blocks and get a feel for it. And then I feel like this stuff comes together way quicker when you know where everything goes and you're just kind of swapping colors and textures and stuff like that. Thanks, Queelet. Appreciate it. Let's take a quick look and see who's live. We have... Hey, let's raid Sliced Lime. Oh, GeoGuessr, never mind. Let's go with someone doing Minecraft. Looks like Tango is not live. Who else was live? Normally Tadpole's live. All right, well, let's pass you on to Exumavoid. They are doing the other runs. Oh, that's Vault Hunters. I'm okay with a poll. Folks, do you want to watch... do you want to watch a regular Minecraft? Do you want to watch modded Minecraft? What is your preference? Oh, is Sliceline playing Minecraft? Oh, I see. Maybe their stream title hasn't caught up. Cool. We'll do that. We'll raid Sliceline. When in doubt, send everybody to a Minecraft dev, right? So, folks, I will be more than likely taking the day off tomorrow. I might squeeze in a stream, but it is Thanksgiving in Canada this weekend, and I've got a family dinner tomorrow. So I'm probably going to relax and enjoy that. You can, of course, follow the Spawn Trunks podcast on Monday for our discussion of the 3 mobs that are up for the mob vote in Minecraft Live 2023. The penguin, the armadillo, and the crab. You can check out the other podcasts I do, the Citadel Cafe, all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment, thecitadelcafe.com. And of course, you can follow me on social media and other places at Joel Duggan, very easy to find. And Patreon. Patreon is a great place to support your favorite creators. And I have a Discord that's accessed through Patreon as well as the Twitch subs. Thanks ever so much for the bits today. Thanks for the resubs. Always good to see some regulars coming back. Very much appreciated. Thanks for the follows as well. And we'll see you. I don't know when the next stream is going to be. The next scheduled stream is Minecraft on Thursday. But as I mentioned, tomorrow is probably a day off for me. I might try to do a makeup stream during the week. Maybe we'll try to get back into Starfield or something. But at any rate, just watch Twitter and watch the Discord. You'll find out before I go live on any kind of extra stream during the week. And I'll see you all later. Bye for now.